The last thing that we need to do to this drawing is we need to dimension hole locations. So you'll notice from the drawing that you have as an example that we're going to use this view up here to dimension the hole locations of these two through holes on the top of the box. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first dimension the distance between the two holes at 20. Okay. And I'm also going to dimension the distance from this side wall to the center hole, and that ends up being 15. Okay, so that gives me 15 from this wall to here, and then another 20 to that there. Okay, now that takes care of my horizontal dimensioning. Now my vertical dimensioning, I'm going to go from this top surface to the center here, and it ends up being a 10. But what do I need to include on that 10? A 2x to indicate that there's two of those holes at that distance down from the top. Now exiting out of dimension, I'm going to play around with this so that it looks a little bit better. And there we go. So 2x times 10. So the hole location of these top holes is now identified. And whoever's constructing this knows exactly where to make them. Okay, now this bottom box here, the bottom view of the box, we want to dimension the hole locations of the M2 holes on each corner. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to go into dimension. I'm going to dimension from this side to the center here, and that's a 1.5, but there's two of them, so 2x. Okay, and then I am going to dimension from this hole over to this hole at 47, and again there's a 2x there. Okay, there we go. So this takes care of the horizontal distance, or the horizontal dimensioning from this surface here. We know that these holes are 1.5 in, and then to get to the other set of two holes, it's 47 in. Okay. But now we have the vertical dimensioning of those locations to take care of. This up and out of the way a little bit. So dimension, we're going to dimension stuff from the bottom surface here. So from this bottom surface to the center, we've got 1.5, but again, we have two sets of those, so 2x, enter, and then we're going to go from this center to that center there, and select that, and that's going to be a 2x again as well. And okay. Now I need to mess around with these a little bit to make it look a little nicer. Okay, so I can do that right there for that dimension, and I'm going to do that right there for that dimension. And there we go. So we now have everything dimensioned about this top box to make it look like the example drawing that you have. All the hole locations are identified, wall thickness, fillet radii, overall dimensions, and it gives an idea of gives the dimensions needed to be able to construct this if we were to hand this off to a manufacturer that needed to build this.